Galerinha do canal Master Game, tá de boa? Ó, meu time vai jogar assim. Começar a jogar. Deixa eu ver o time do cara. O time do cara é assim, ó. Ele vai jogar time brabíssimo. Brabíssimo.
Any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Vamos começar mais um jogo. Vamos lá, família.
There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, we're in the presence of a true great of Italian football.
You're talking Bergami?
Yeah, he can perform anywhere across the back four, and thanks to his discipline, he makes it all look seamless. Incredibly dogged and determined.
Não posso dar carrinho, lembrando isso, né?
Now it's Hullet. That's an imaginative pass. Gets his head on it!
Não posso dar carrinho.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Hullet. Great vision. Nice interception, well timed. Mbappe, now looking to orchestrate a counter. Edmilson. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Ambitious ball here. Ronaldinho. Now it's Messi. Edmilson. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Ronaldinho. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played into space. Well timed, excellent interception. Davids. And it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Pele. And here's Hullet.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And this is Messi. He's picked his way, goes for a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Pele, and here's Hullet. That's a little off target. Searching pass he's played there. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And it's Ronaldinho. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Well, that's well seen too. And here's Hullet. Oh, that's well spotted. Pele, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Great ball if he can get there. Rijkaard is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Corinthians
really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Bergami. And it's Ronaldinho. Passes short and sharp. And he's there to get it away. Passing nice and neat. It's Pele! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Pele clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Now it's Pele. Davids. That looks a good ball through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Probing pass. Edmilson. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Pelé. This looks promising. Oh, he's done very well to
Mano,
take
eu
that
queria
back.
entender como o cara volta a bola pra trás, né, mano?
Botafogo couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Now he's got space here. Now
cara,
it's
acertou
Pelé.
essa pessoa, mano.
That's a cute ball. Messi is in a really good position out wide. Not the most accurate pass. Back when it goes. Ronaldinho. Now it's Pelé. Now it's Hullet. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Ah, tocou errado, mano.
Now it's Hullet.
Tocou
That's
muito
it,
errado.
45
Nossa, eu acho
minutes
que
up.
o tempo pegou, hein, mano.
So neither team were able to take. So into the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Tava vendo uma mensagem que o cara começou já, mano. Nossa, mano. Que raiva, mano.
I kind of had a feeling it was going to be him, Peter.
Ah,
He's one of
man,
those
que
players who
raiva.
has a natural knack of reading the tide of a game, and he knew it was his time to make his mark. Sensational.
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter.
não
Too
perdoa
much
mesmo,
power
mano.
on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Tá, não perdoa, mano.
Botafogo have taken the lead.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Very nicely done.
Tá, não perdoa, mano.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Knocks it out wide. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Played out to
Tá,
the
não
left flank.
perdoa, mano. Tava vendo uma mensagem, mano. Os caras...
Pelé. Chance for a shot. Chance here to counter.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's Pelé. Hullet. Oh,
Tomei, já era.
and the shot.
Tem que fazer.
And
Mano,
a
tu deu uma
big
mensagem no
finish.
celular, mano. Outros caras não perdoa, mano.
And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Was there ever any doubt?
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
He's had it taken off him. Now it's Pelé. Good ball over the top.
Tá, não perdoa, mano.
That is a brilliant interception.
Pode trair um minuto aqui do jogo.
Corinthians perhaps contemplating their next change here. Mbappe, and he's had it nicked away. Now it's Pelé,
Mano, você acredita que tá na terceira divisão, mano? Tá
and
desse
they win
jeito,
it
mano.
back again.
Mercado Livre.
Now it's Hullet. Pelé, decent chance! Beckenbauer. Oh, what a ball! And Hullet!
Mano, o cara não deu bote na bola lá, mano. Nossa,
That
mano.
is just a piece of art! That is a gem! An absolute gem! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing.
Caraca, mano. O cara tá acertando tudo lá,
Pressure,
velho.
well, can he finish?
Que isso, mano. Nossa,
Just
mano.
cruising! They are cruising!
Nossa,
His
mano.
utter joy!
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa
Corinthians
10,
are making a change now.
Ronaldinho.
Botafogo are having a ball here.
Camisa
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Camisa 23.
Saliba.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Camisa 19.
Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded.
Corinthians appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
Now it's Pele. He's going to be disappointed with that. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Vieira. That's Busquets. And it's Drogba. Stood up well to him there.
Ah, esse jogo, né?
Corinthians really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Pele. Now it's Drogba. The final 5 minutes. Oh, that's nice. Bale's cross. This could be their final throw of the dice. And we have our very first corner. That was very necessary. And it's Vieira. Edmilson has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Bale. That is lovely. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Ronaldinho.
Não passa lá, né, mano? De jeito nenhum, né?
Added time is up,
Ah,
and there goes the whistle. A tale of 2 teams, one.
Esse é o time do cara. Mais ou menos, né?
About to be dished up a feast of it. We're up and running then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone... He's having a shot! That caused a fair bit of alarm.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Começando bem.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's a sharp little ball here. Messi wants to run onto this. Lovely bit of skill. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Pele. Now it's Hullet. And here's Ronaldinho. Oh, he's having a go! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Beckenbauer is always scanning the pitch for targets. Bullets ploughing through the middle. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. In with the challenge. Still goalless at the moment. Oh, super ball. Eto! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Eto really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Ronaldinho. And here's Hullet. Shot, it's Pele! Superb from Pele! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Corinthians take the lead. He has given that the lot. Bang!
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Corinthians have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Tries to pass it through. Messi, a dangerous raider down the right-hand side. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Eto, never out of the action for very long. Grêmio are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Well timed, excellent interception. Zola. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Davids cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else.
Takes a shot! It's fallen kindly here.
Pegou duas, mano.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Corinthians are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Eto threads one in.
Eto clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Zola. And it's Davids. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's being urged. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Corinthians really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Davids just eases him off the ball. Intervened well there. Some resolute defending there. Messi has the space to scheme.
Nossa,
And it's
mano.
half-time. Well, it's certainly slipping
quase
along
peguei
nicely.
Camisa 9.
So the action resumes.
De novo, meu tempo de live, eu
Corinthians
comecei.
currently ahead by the smallest of margins.
O jogo já tomei a tarraqueta fazendo isso, né?
Ronaldinho gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Não perdoou.
Looking for a runner. Well timed, excellent interception. So what can they make of this? Hullet. Good pressure, determined, intense. Beckenbauer gets it clear. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Nemecha, and he's forced to go back. Davids is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Corinthians, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And that's a dangerous ball. Ronaldinho. And it's Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. Been still separated by the game's only goal. He was under real pressure there. Messi. Ronaldinho. Now it's Messi. And here's Bale. And this is Messi. Gremio needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Desai kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, there is a look that says it all. And Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That's going to go a long way.
Quase, hein?
And the shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite. Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Hullet. And this is Eto'o. Eto'o proves just a little bit too strong.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Sei lá que eu te fazer lá, mano.
Defending here is really tight. Oh, they could be caught out here. And he's managed to get through. Pelé!
Nossa, Pelé, que
And
você
that is
fez aí,
wildly
Pelé?
off target.
That's the threat he carries, Peter,
Pelé,
running at
que você
defences
fez aí,
like that.
Pelé?
If only he managed to retain his composure.
Opens on both benches.
Tirei o Pelé, família.
21,
Eu arranco o da eu tirei. Mano,
camisa 10,
tirei o Pelé, colocou o Neymar.
Ronaldinho,
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get...
Real chance!
camisa 19,
Acho que ele chutar ainda, tá 3 vezes em cima dele.
Rummenigge is offering a wry smile there.
camisa 16,
All he needs to do is to place this between...
That'll be a throw. And here's Neymar. And he's straight offside.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Nossa, quase, mano.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Drogba. Corinthians. It's Drogba!
Caraca, Júlio.
He's done very well to get to
Drogba,
that.
hein?
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's
Ah,
very well played.
Drogba.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want to know...
A header!
Mano, olha o defesa do goleiro, mano.
Oh, what a stunning save.
É
Absolutely
louco,
tremendous,
mano.
and he's kept his team in it.
Corinthians have their second corner now. Grêmio have the chance to go the other way. A good play on the left-hand side here. Nicely weighted ball. Neymar going face-to-face with his great
Nossa,
rival.
mentira, mano, ter passado.
Pirlo's cross.
Boa, time.
And it's been hooked away.
Caraca, que
And here's
demora pra
Messi.
tocar, mano.
There's the shot.
Nossa, que demora,
And that
mano.
could have brought them level.
Oh, that was so poor, a very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
Bale. Corinthians still ahead by the game's only goal. Yeah.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
And here's Bale. Knocks it into space.
Falta.
Cruyff is fouled.
Isso não é dar falta, não, mano.
So what can they come up with here? And this is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them.
That's just playing it safe and simple. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
That pass isn't the best. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Rummenigge
Boa,
has
time.
been
Tá
caught
acabando.
there. It's
Vamos lá.
foul.
Você consegue, sim.
Very little time to go, and they have a free kick in a really promising area. That is lovely.
Teremos 5 minutos de acréscimo.
Rummenigge!
Meu goleiro.
That was
Nossa,
no
5 minutos,
routine
mano.
save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Desperate defending required here. Messi!
Aí, só esperar agora.
That is decidedly lacking.
Ai, 5 minutos, mano. Você é louco, pô.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Stam. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. That is good progress on the left. So that's it. It is all over. Corinthians have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving... Especially here, this crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, the lone striker has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs 2 of the 3 central midfielders to make runs beyond him.
Gerrard! But he's left disappointed.
Bora lá, minha família.
Mehdi Benatia, a near certain selection, a stalwart at both club and international level.
Well, he has the look of someone that no matter what questions are asked of him by the opposition attacks, he will have all the answers.
And so what are those standout qualities? Shot, surely! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Looking to play him in. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he was alert to it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Udinese clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That's an imaginative pass. Cannavaro makes the interception. Schneider. And it's Vieira. Well, that is one way to stop him. Messi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Not a bad start to the game, a chance at either end already. But where it came from, and we have our very first corner. And he shoots! Goal! Corinthians! Corinthians take the lead!
Zagueiro, mano. Literalmente.
Oh, high quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's Memphis Depay!
Caraca, conseguiu descer
Oh,
e
and they
chutar, mano.
really should have been made to pay. Played into space. No luck with that dink over the top. Gerrard.
Udinese definitely have the look of a team that
fucking
likes to
lado,
counter-attack,
jogador.
Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't
man.
mind being patient. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Beckenbauer distributed tidily. Can he get it through? Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He's picked his way through. He's looking unstoppable. And this is had a shot. Oh, it's fallen kindly here.
Well, he got rid because he was under
pressão,
pressure.
Oh,
Quem
and
foi
that
esse gol? Foi o
one's
Ronaldinho,
done
né,
no
mano?
damage in the end.
Tirar ele, mano.
Corinthians have their second corner now. Cafu gets it away. And here's Messi. Gets a good foot in there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Goes for a shot! He's
Valeu,
got away
Mbappé.
with one there.
Ele
Well, it
está
wasn't the best
colocado, né?
pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
And it's Gerrard. And here's Depay. Now it's come to nothing. Now it's Snyder. Aimed beyond the defence. There's the delivery. Defending of the desperate variety. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Knocks it into space. That ball looks a good one. He's found the way through. Decent chance!
Valeu, Messi! Ele
Well
mudou o goleiro,
taken
né?
goal.
Sabia que ele ia mudar o
A
goleiro.
two-goal lead and they're firmly in control.
Esse
And
cara
a
aqui tá, mano.
trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
É nóis.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react.
Não é
And there's
muito
only
tirado.
one word to describe that: clinical.
Boa.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Messi. Messi ventures forward. Oh, that's fabulous. That is good strength.
Falta. Tem falta não, Gil? Falta, vai ser. O moleque tá perdendo toda hora lá.
And has booked him for the original
Ai,
offence.
caraca, tá perdendo toda hora pro Messi. Aí tomou amarelo lá, mas não foi falta não.
And it's Neymar.
No momento.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Ah,
Cuts out the supply.
sim, André.
And that brings the first half to a close. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change.
Tem esse jogo.
Sostituzione per l'Udinese. Numero 4. Numero 14.
Away we go again.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 24. Il numero 17.
Searching pass is played there. Well read. And the danger is averted.
Coloca tudo
They'll want to
aqui.
make the most of this turnover.
Tomar gol tá umas horas.
Pass somewhat off target. Cafu. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. It's a really well-measured ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Expulso.
That's a foul, no two ways about it.
Expulso. Não,
And no
não,
surprise,
não.
that's a booking. Players have
Quebrou o Messi e não deram.
Cafu attempts a clearance.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Shoots! Oh,
Bem
he
na
hit
corrida,
that
né?
sweetly.
Não deram vermelho pro cara, tá mentindo.
All he needs
Eu
to
não vou
do
dar
is to
carrinho porque
place
eu
this
sei que se eu
between
der
the
carrinho eu sou
goalposts
vermelho.
and basically let them attack it.
And the
Valeu,
keeper
galera.
beats it away. It's a loose ball. Now it's Snyder. Schneider will not want to lose that. Snyder! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Mas é burrado fazer isso.
Oh, easy pickings there.
Isso tá
Well,
muito
yet
exposto,
another
lá.
interception and a show of
Ó, pega
anticipation
a
to be
bola, assim,
commended.
dedo exposto, ó.
Oh, super ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
2830 spettatori.
Van
Caraca,
Dijk.
lá o cara foi lindo, hein, mano.
He leaps for it.
Lá o cara foi lindo, hein.
Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's Van Dijk. And here's Hullet. Gerrard. Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
E o cara ficou muito exposto de fazer isso, né?
Corner number 2 then. Getting up there! Harmlessly behind.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he
Ele
was
voltou a
being
barriga.
closely marshalled.
Corinthians still have the cards to affect this game. Neymar. Now it's Bale. And he's got away from him. It's
Pra
Bale!
fora. Nossa, Peixe.
Just off target.
He's not happy, and you'd expect
Caraca,
that, but at
Peixe,
least there's
errou um
plenty of
gol desse, mano.
appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Driving on and making good progress. Filling in numbers sharp and uncompromising. And he's in on goal! And that is well cleared. Now it's Gerrard. Pings it across. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Now it's Pelé. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Schneider. That's a lovely, neat pass. Corinthians are looking to break at pace. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Benatia calmly
Que
anticipates.
passa, hein, mano?
Gerrard. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Schneider. Looking for the run. Beckenbauer.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Benatia cuts out the pass. And here's Hullet. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Chance here to counter. And it's Neymar. Pelé tries to pass it through. Tries a shot! Mbappe! Irrepressible!
Já era, pai. Esquece, mano. Não dá.
Absolute gem!
Esquece. Vaza.
And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, the ball was there to be hit, Peter, but wow, even so, that's never easy. Everything has to be perfect for that to come off.
Corinthians find a position of real strength now. And here's Haaland. Haaland! Keeper gets just about enough of it. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so
Ci
good from
saranno
him.
3 minuti di recupero.
Applies the finish! It is a very, very good save. And the number on the board is 3. And he welcomes it in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Spread it left. And the counter is on. He's shifting through the gears here. And once more he... And time is up.
Ganhamos.
Corinthians looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable.